Well, hello guys, hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. I've got a couple of readings coming up for you. So we're going to look at the VP fight over a man that was caught on camera, where basically it looked to me that Harry was trying to, keep them apart, okay? Well, you won't keep Meghan apart because I don't know if you saw it, but she stepped right back, okay? Right back. So let's see if it's what we're all thinking of. Just an update on my mum. Turns out she hasn't got a blood clot. She had a nasty chest infection, so I don't know why they were scaring us. I can't, I always feel like my mum is going to pass away in hospital. I felt it since the beginning of last year. So, of course, when she goes into hospital, my mind goes into overdrive, a bit of self-punishment, a lot of guilt. And, well, it is dirty with people with dementia because of COPD. So it's very difficult to get medication down there and food. The food is part of the Alzheimer's. They just don't feel hungry anymore. And literally, she is skin and bone. But, she always raises a smile to me when I walk in. And do you know what? It was the first time in ages that she said my name. So I don't know. She stopped saying it, and then the other day she sounded quite with it in a way. I was talking to her, and she was looking like she was paying attention. So yeah, so I don't know. I'll feel better, but I feel better when all this is over. Terrible thing to say, but you don't understand the conditions that she's in unless you've been through people with dementia and Alzheimer's, and I'm sure as have many of you, okay, because you often let me know, and it's just soul destroying, isn't it? Okay then, so off to something more entertaining, which is this part of you just couldn't make it up, could you? I did say some violence, so maybe she threatened to lampoon Meghan to the other side of the room. And you know what? I swear to God, good on that VP for not hesitating for acting out on passion. I do. I think though, this is a build up to that. So there's something she's fed up with them. Okay then, so, did Harry have to kind of put them apart? So on one hand with Meghan, he would be guarding her, and on the other, he's putting his hand out, not touching the VP. Okay, so, because he was turned away talking to other people, and then he comes and walks back in. How did the VP, we'll go with the VP first. How did the VP feel about Meghan and her husband or partner? I think this VP is very insecure anyway, maybe that husband is a bit of a player. I mean, did you see him stick that kiss on her cheek? So, it's like she's invited you here, and then all of a sudden, she's needing reassurance from a husband. We'll say husband, because if you've been together so long, that's what you call them. She was having a good night, I think she'd had a few tips of wine as well. Never good, is it? Never good. So was the VP pissed at, Meghan momentarily for interactions with her boyfriend or husband. Do you know what? I just paused there because Meghan became almost childlike, you know. Harry, Harry, grabbing his hand. Both her hands on his. How did the VP feel after the altercation with Meghan? Obviously not so happy. Knew it would be in the news as well. So I think this VP is kind of, you know, lashed out in a way. She hasn't physically hurt anybody or out like that, but, you know, verbally, she's maybe has said something and now she thinks, oh, bloody hell, oh, bloody hell. I think at that point there, she wishes, you know, that Meghan was overseas. You know, how does the VP actually see Meghan now? And that is after a bloody tour, 4 days, 3 nights, whatever. You know, how does she actually feel now at the end of the visit towards how does she see Meghan Markle? Look, she sees her as evil. Meghan's been kicking off for the past couple of days. Never happy. Never happy as well. I feel like, you know, so this VP would say she's got, you know, bad juju, bad energy, nasty, evil, you know, ways of doing things as well. You know, angry. I just think like it was more to it than just that. I think, you know, having had a couple of drinks and, you know, Meghan and Harry always been late as well, you know, sleeping till they want to sleep in the morning. And that is Meghan's card, you know, it's a true nature. The VP has seen Meghan in her true nature. What has led up to, you know, the VP not being able to stand Meghan? Because of a lot of demands, okay, so a lot of demands. Meghan thinking she's in charge, you know, and expecting bloody people to, you know, to be superhuman, to sort of like phrase the coin. There was a lot, but mainly that Meghan seemed to have everything planned out, you know, everything, and she was in charge, and she was going to say when this happens, you know, can't be asked to get up as well. Don't think she liked it with children neither, you know. This VP feels strongly against Meghan as well. I mean, you know, what did the VP hope to gain from Harry and Meghan's, you know, little tour? It could be that, you know, Meghan wanted to do things without the VP's knowledge or permission, or, you know, when you go over to somewhere and you're making plans for a tour, you go with the person that invited you and leave it to them to give you the circuit and the run of the day. So I don't think she did one bit. I feel like this VP felt inadequate. You know, she might be big VP, but as Meghan reminds everybody, you know, she's the wife of the second in line to the king. People will correct me here, but, you know, I know he's got George. It's probably an age thing with George. It's Harry's still believing that he's second in line to the throne. I wonder if she missed something. I wonder if she missed something. You know, like pulled out of something, withdrew from something. How did the VP see Harry? Again, do you know what? We had this last, one of the readings we've done about Columbia and Meghan. You know, she sees her as, she sees Harry as being obviously in with this woman who's nothing but vindictive and spiteful. And flirting with other men as well. I don't know about your husbands or wives, but my husband, would certainly not be happy if I went throwing my arms around everybody, receiving snoggy kisses on the side of my cheek. It just won't happen, you know. And I've got far too much respect for him as well. I've got my man. I don't need another. Okay, how did Harry feel about the VP's actions, you know, where he had to, keep them apart, practically? Yeah, how did Harry feel, having to keep them apart, more to less? How did he feel about the VP and Meghan's interaction there? Oh, well, I think they, wanted to leave. Meghan would have insisted on leaving and withdrawing as well. I think, got in the car and that was it. So I don't think they stayed long after that neither. Yes or no? Had the, was the VP under the influence of alcohol? That'll be a yes. Harry believes that this kicked off because she'd had a tipple too much. But he wasn't watching, was he? Because if you notice, he's sort of like way out of focus, talking to other people, and he isn't holding Meghan's hand. Then all of a sudden he turns round and he sees this. He sees this. I'm not sure whether this is to do with, consuming alcohol. You know, that you have every right to, don't you? But, a nice little toast and what have you. But I'm just getting, like, somebody watching her. Now, normally that would be Harry, but in this case, I kind of feel like it's her partner, come husband. And I think Harry was watching this all night because Harry's observed that, Meghan and this guy can be construed as flirting. So does Harry believe that, Meghan was flirting with this guy? Oh, yes. Absolutely, he was, Meghan was loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it. Maybe daft Harry, kind of stupid Harry, stupid. Maybe stupid Harry was thinking that this would help the cause, and win over people. I think she went a little too far. I just, call me prude, whatever. I say loyal and respectful. I never ever put myself in that situation. It's different if you've got a friend, or, you know, like me. I've got an ex-boyfriend from over 20 years ago, and he often knocks at my door for a cup of tea, but he has respect for my husband, and there's no threat there, okay? No threat. So that's something, you know, that he can understand. But with her just throwing her arms all over and giving the hugs out, it is just not really on. How did the VP's partner, that's it, partner, how did he feel about this kicking off with Meghan? So Meghan has had so she develops an obsession with him. Okay, they're looking in the eyes, they're smiling, their looks guarded, looks away. I'm also seeing unhealthy as well. So, you know, Meghan's probably been stoned, as well as, you know, had a few drinks. And, you know, she was told, more or less, to stop it, you know, just stop it. I think Harry would have said that, just stop it. And Meghan refuses to give up, because she's a badass, okay? She's a badass. She's a trollop and a bit of a tramp, actually. I've got no time for being unbiased with her today. I haven't. I think her behaviour it's not shocking, you know. But if you're doing that in front of the public eye, what the hell are you doing behind closed doors, you know? Is this why, you know, David Foster backed off, because his missus, you know, could see what Meghan was up to, you know, those scary, scary eyes. What did the VP say? What did the VP say to Meghan? Please tell me. In that situation, what did she say to Meghan? Oh, ho, ho. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so she gave Meghan a bad review. Well, that means like a telling off, like we saw, but also it's like you know, she attacked Meghan's personality as well. And I think there's already been instances, you know, where the VP has noticed Meghan's, you know, encouragement to her partner. She definitely criticised her, okay? Criticised her in the moment she was defending her rights. She fell under pressure as well, you know, like where you reach boiling point. Unfortunately, you know, I do feel like the VP has been criticised as well, you know, for doing that, for doing that. So you can't push somebody now, you can't slap them, and you can't punch them in the choppers, okay, which is what we would have done in our day, because you'll get arrested as well. But, you know, Meghan knew what she was doing. She'd have seen some glances and scary shit eyes, you know, from the VP as well. You know, giving her the eye, like a warning. Why did the VP find, you know, this so insecure, you know. Why is the VP so insecure about her partner? Because he gets above himself, you know. He's a bad lad, actually, or a rum lad, okay? He's a rum lad. He's completely irresponsible, whether it be drink or drugs. There's definitely drugs, you know, there. Well, he isn't he? It's Colombia. She gets worried that, you know, if she says something that he'll turn away or go elsewhere. She believes it as well, you know, that if she wasn't VP, that he wouldn't be there, you know. It's typical. Okay, I've seen this in Gambia, you know, where they hook themselves up with women, you know. And like the women could be 65 and the blokes could be 18, you know, 21, looking for so like a life. She doesn't like his attitude as well about other women. So I feel like she's been criticised before by him, you know, for getting jealous, because this isn't the first time. I don't even think he's working, okay? Or if he is, it's like a job with no real prospects or meaning. It's, you know, just to make him look better. However, you know, this guy is lazy. He is lazy. He drops out of everything. He arranges to be with her or to do something, and then, you know, oh, we ain't got enough money, this, that, and the other. She is funding him, you know. So in a way, she's buying her partner. Like I say, she knows it's her position. How did the VP's partner, how did he see Meghan and all her actions? Oh, he was loading it up. Oh, look at that, you know. Oh, very nurturing. It just sees that he sees the lie. He sees the lie. He doesn't know it's a lie, but, you know, obviously Meghan wanting to be their perfect mum, the perfect, you know, person, the perfect candidate, the perfect woman for him. I just think he thought that, you know, he too wanted to show off, you know, so he was enjoying this as well. He's looking at his missus, the VP, on the stage. Totally fallen for it, you know, totally falling for it. Okay, was the VP's partner attracted to Meghan? He most certainly was. He most certainly was. I think, you know, this guy is not happy about the coverage that moment has got about his partner being so insecure. I think he, you know, wanted things to kind of end. It's as if, you know, he's got some kind of notoriety here and power. You know, doesn't surprise me if this guy, you know, has sort of like had enough of all his shenanigans and wants to go off elsewhere. will be the outcome of the VP and her partner's relationship. He thinks, the VP was... He thinks the VP was exaggerating, exacerbating this situation, making out it's something else when it's not. And obviously, he wouldn't like that behaviour. How does the VP's partner feel about what happened with Meghan and Harry after that incident? What happened? What did they go on to do? They bogged off, that's what they did. They went, they left. What next for the VP regarding Harry and Meghan? I think I see a professional man, not that not the partner. I see a professional man, maybe seeking advice or seeing a professional. If your partner makes you feel so insecure, unworthy, that you have to pay for them for everything, literally buying him, it can't be good. It can't be good for the soul. I just say, I feel like security as well, police. Yeah, so, maybe escorting them back to the airport, which I'm sure they would anyway. So I think there was, on their way, on their merry way. So how did the other ladies feel about Meghan? What about in the school? How? Yeah, in the school, how did Meghan come across? She was supposed to do something, and she never. It's as if, oh, that's right. So after this incident, there was something that Meghan should have been doing. And she hasn't. Okay, so what she's saying is, you broke it. It's like breaking an agreement. Okay, breaking up is hard to do. Just ask Harry. Yeah, Meghan didn't want to do any more. How did people... As well, I'm getting, that people wouldn't have attended it as much and wouldn't have been happy, or even, in some cases, wasn't aware of what was going to be going on with Harry and Meghan, especially being in the schools. It's as if Meghan didn't really want to be there. I mean, yeah, she's a doting mum, isn't she? I bet if the partner had asked for a picture of Archie and Lilibet, there would have been a refusal to do so. How did, how did the women feel about Meghan when, they're on stage? I mean, there was on quite a few platforms, weren't they? So it was, but I'm feeling like the bigger one. How did the Colombian women feel towards Meghan? How did they see Meghan? I think, there's an element of, like, is she on drugs or something? Has she been drinking the Kool-Aid? But also, I think what they saw about Meghan is how she treats Harry. He never knows what he's doing because he has to ask Meghan. And if Meghan's in a conversation, all she's got to do is look and glare at you. By now, Harry, you absolutely know what is going on. Yeah, I think by now, Harry, we can all see that, you have no excuse for this at all. You have no excuse for what you do, for allowing her to treat you that way. What's the cost? That'll be a loan, that'll be a major divorce, that he probably won't see his kids as much. Whatever, Harry, it's no excuse you're putting your kids through that. If you can't think for yourself, think for your children. I can't wait for these two kids to grow up, I tell you. They will be worse. They'll be worse than Meghan. Well, the two kids grow up hating their mother, Meghan. Oh, they can't wait to get out, quick enough. Harry's not there. Harry's not there at the time. So with Meghan, if it's it'll be one problem and you sort it out, and then it's another problem. She's always going to find fault in things and people and situations, okay? So, especially Archie. He's off. He's off. I've always said that. He is off the minute he can. Don't matter what Meghan tries to do with the games or her tactics, she can't win with Archie. She cannot win. Okay, I'm going to leave the speaking Spanish for the next reading because it's going to be fun. Anyway, yeah, so I just feel like, she's outdone herself. So, how does, Harry see or feel about the VP? He feels it was good, that there was creating something as well. How does Meghan feel about the VP? Meghan and a bullying. Okay, so Meghan thinks it was a bit excessive on the part of the VP. That should piss. She knows she was on the wrong side of the VP after this. But Meghan feels she went about it in the wrong way, that she was wrong to get mad and fly at Meghan. That she was wrong because obviously we know Meghan never takes accountability for anything. So these two, like security or, police escorts and everything. VP's done something there. Did the VP drop Meghan and Harry's security? Well, it certainly wasn't, I think she's dropped it. I do. It would be interesting to see, how many cars and everything and tanks are around Meghan. That wasn't for Meghan, it's the VP, because she's vastly unpopular and people want to take her out. What's the word I'm looking for? Gratitude of debt? I'm kind of getting that there wasn't as much fanfare on the way out as there was the way in. What else didn't the VP like about Meghan? What did she instantly dislike about her? That she couldn't get away from him quick enough, okay? She couldn't get away. There was no escape at times. And she had to pursue this, she had to pursue the look of, well, I'd say contempt, but, no escaping Meghan at all. Meghan and Harry wanted to be everywhere with them for the simple reason, they got access to their women and moms at the school, that extra security. I just think she'd had enough. Would the VP ever invite Meghan back? Absolutely not, okay? Because of all the money that they've paid for in things, putting them up in a hotel, private jets and everything, these was not worth it. And the VP, even though she's unpopular with her people, these two were actually frauds, greedy. So I wonder if she's used the term grifters in private. I'm getting they've created a lot of debt, okay? That money has been taken from somewhere that should have been earmarked or was earmarked for something else. And they've taken that, and now she knows, the VP knows that she has vastly got it wrong. And they've got into debt for nothing. For nothing. Was it Meghan who suggested to the VP that she... Right, that's absolute bollocks about that Netflix thing. Because had she seen it, why not act? Is it a year ago? 2 years ago? Why didn't she act then? Did Meghan and Harry and their people reach out to Colombia for an invitation? Ho ho ho! Oh, so you're getting up your game. So when you first start, it's talking and reaching out as well. You got continuous effort here, so keeping it going and not having phone calls and not very content in the ideas put across. So I don't feel like the VP did not, okay? She didn't just ring them or send them an email out of the blue saying come to Colombia, because I saw 18 months ago, your story. That was entirely, instigated by Meghan and Harry, you know, they'll have suggested that. So there's been, you know, a few ideas before, and then all of a sudden now it's up your game and let's go. Let's go. There is no way this woman invited Meghan and Harry. Was the VP lying about the reason she called for Meghan and Harry to visit them